Hey, this is Locust, and here's my new review of my two super imaginative Chogokin figures from Bandai. We have Mask Rider Shin and Cyborg Soldier Level 3. So both of these figures are Tamashii exclusive, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get the usual brown mailer box that usually came along with every Tamashii exclusive figure, like this one. So here's the packaging of these figures. There you go. So pretty much they have the same design, just different color scheme. Then there's a tribal tribal design going on here. Then at the back, we have a preview of the figures. There you go. Let's open it. So it comes with the usual manual. So it's these figures are being served with only one tray that contains all the accessories of the figure. There you go. Come on, focus. Anyway, there you go. Sorry for that, guys. Let me open it. Okay. So the trays are tightly um, sealed just to keep the figures well kept from any possible damages from maybe shipping. Alright, so for Kamen Rider Shin, we have I think three sets of open splayed hands, one with a widely open splayed hands, we have an aggressive type of open splayed hands, and a slightly open splayed hands. Then it has a feature of having a different variant of mouth piece. So technically we have three, including the one attached to the head. So maybe for the sake of this review, let's just call this one the less aggressive open mouth version, and this one is the aggressive version. So you can see here, to compare the difference of the two. There you go. See the tongue? It has a pink tongue. Alright. Then lastly, the last part of its accessory, or rather prop, is this head from, I think, Cyborg level number 2. It has a very good design, but as detail, check this out. So it doesn't have any diecast part, but I think the detail uh, made up for whatever Chogokin part missing in this figure. And there's a spinal cord here at the neck. Alright, and then the face opens. It has a nice groove even in the inside. As you can see here, the eyes are in translucent plastic. Even the brain, if you can see it there. I think the mouth slightly moves. Yeah, it moves. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Badass. The mouth opens as wide as this. Very nice. I think you can do like hold it like this. Very nice. Or maybe this. You can use this one. The grasping, slight open, split hands. Anyway, let's go with the figure. Here you go. Here we have Kamen Rider Shin. So he's the final Showa rider that came out. Finally, the last piece, I would say. Alright, so let's go with the detail. Fix the camera. Alright. Alright. So it has a very nice translucent eyes or compound eyes. The antenna on my figure doesn't move. It's kind of glued to it and is made from translucent plastic. Right. Oh, it has a good range of motion on the head. See there, you can pop the head off, and as you can see, the neck moves independently. Alright. And good thing that even if we had this detail on the body of Shin, doesn't hinder the figure from providing a good range of motion. Alright. Now, the shoulder pad is on a hinge. See there, hinge, hinge. Just like the head, it has a good range of motion on the arm. Here, I think it's on, yeah, it's on a ball joint. Then it has a bicep swivel. Oh, really? Alright. So, guys, be careful. You might break the shoulder pads. Mine just came off, luckily. Alright. There you go. So it has a bicep swivel. There, as you can see. And has a double joint hinge on the elbows. Since since it's brand new, it's still kind of stiff, which I dig. I like. Now, for the upper body, it has a good color scheme going on all from the chest, even the abs. Right, the upper body has a good range of motion as well, as you can see. And then the waist has a good limited, a bit limited though, but still plausible for my part. I don't have any complaints on this. And then the yellow uh, thing on his belly button is made from a translucent plastic or transparent plastic, whatever. And this part moves independently. Right. So as far as the leg articulation goes, or the thigh, it has a bit of a thigh swivel going on there. Very limited, not much. Huh. And then it has the usual classic elbow, I mean the knee, that I think very visible to some of the classic figures such as Kamen Rider Zo, Kamen Rider Black, Kamen Rider J, and even I think Doras and Red Doras figure. They had the same kind of mold on their knees. Anyway, not 100% alike. Let me get one for comparative. Here we have Kamen Rider J. Not part of the review, but not that quite. How about black? I think black is the closest one. Can you see that? Here's Kamen Rider Black. That everyone hates because they like the TV version more, of course. Anyway, alright, so double jointed knees, hinge, on a hinge, modernized. Then this feet is on a hinge as well, right at the back of its feet. So it can do a good what do you call ankle rockers there. Has a good range of motion as well. Alright, and then it has a toe articulation. Slight. Slightly it moves. Not it moves. It's there. Not much, but not a huge deal. Anyway, so this part, like an insect limb or something, it moves there, and you can take it off. If it won't budge, then don't move it at all. You might break the figure off. But for my figure, it moves and it can be removed. Well, Bandai did a good job on combining a good articulation plus a badass detail on the figure with a solid feel to it, despite the fact that the figure didn't came with any Chogokin part, any die cast. Even on some areas, it didn't came with it, but still, good job Bandai for having this figure released on a very perfectly way. Anyway, so check this out. This sharp thing going on on his feet shin part. I forgot. Anyway, check this out. At the back, with arms has it, and the butt. At the back, even the back, kind of reminds me of the classic figures. Even the what do you call that? Shoulder guards, shoulder pads, whatever. Then I'd love the white lining going on from the eye towards here. So there you go. Kamen Rider Shin. Let's go to the next figure. So whatever articulation you have for Kamen Rider Shin, definitely you would get the same for Cyborg level number 3. Okay, the tray is a bit tight, well secured. Like I said, just to keep the figure away from any possible damages. They sealed it tightly, which is not a big deal. So compared to Kamen Rider Shin, Cyborg level number level 3, not number 3, level 3. It only came with alright, 2 pair of the same mold of hands, because this guy can have an extra limb here, an extra set of entire arm that you will attach later, that I will show you guys later. Anyway, so compared to Shin again, this set of hands that came with this figure has a very long fingers and nails, sharp nails, longer than what Shin has. Let me get an example just to compare. So this is the most aggressive open splayed hand that Shin has, and this is what we have for Cyborg level 3. Why do I keep saying number 3? Anyway, there you go. See difference? This guy came with a very long fingers. Alright. The second, like what I've showed you earlier, the entire arm of a figure. See? Very dope. Detailing, the colors, everything. So worth it. Right, so it has a bicep swivel and then a peg here. The peg is a bit solid, not the usual one that you would end up seeing on the classics where it's kind of weak. Everything on this figure, it doesn't have any part that feels weak. Somehow I like how this figures improved. That even this elbow double jointed hinge, even if the hinge here are a bit thin, it's somehow supports the entire arm accordingly. Sometimes I can't help figure of comparing the classic versus the new ones. There's a lot of stuff that are good from the classics. It's just that it did came up at a time that they released figures from Kamen Rider Ryuki, Kamen Rider Hibiki, Kamen Rider Blade line, and even Fies that came with a very weak joint system. Sadly, they're the badass one of the badass sick figures you would get as far as sculpt is concerned, not the articulation. Um, but sadly, most of the figures that came out has some quality issues as far as the elbow, the shoulders, or the knees that tend to break up easily. So fragile. But gladly I was able to complete all of them. Uh, though I had some issues. Yeah. Anyway, so aside from the arm, it came with like Shin, three set of mouthpiece. This one is the most aggressive version that they got. This one is a widely opened compared to what Shin has. Let's compare it. This is from the Cyborg level 3 and this is what Shin has. See how aggressive this thing looks compared to what Shin has. Even the tongue is, come on. See? This part remind me of I don't know. Anyway, back to the figure. Yeah. So pink mouth, pink tongue, pink whatever. Uh, anyway, uh, so we have alternate head. I'm not sure why they did this. They could have stick like maybe it's just me, a small gripe for my end that they could have just stick with one head and then do the usual classic they usually make with their figures way back, wherein they the figures tend to open the mouths like this one, because I don't think that this one is necessary. Anyway, so this is the alternate head. One of the antenna moves. I'm not sure if it's just my figure, but it moves. There you go. It kind of moves. It has a longer antenna, I think, versus to what Shin has. It has a white translucent plastic on the eyes, and of course the mouth is widely open compared to Shin. This guy is more aggressive technically here, so you can remove it just by pulling this off from the head like that, because it has a peg hole there, peg here. Uh, if you want to replace it, you just need to um, insert this one here. There, it's easy. There, you don't need a manual for it. See, and then this part kind of moves. Um, I think there's a ball joint or a peg going on here, but the neck is on, supported by a ball joint. Anyway, uh, on the figure, like I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but whatever articulation you'd end up with Shin, you'd get with this guy. It's just that number one, the head has a hindrance on this part here. Just fix it. Angle. Come on, man. Here you go. Right, so it hinders here, but still the moving forward. There. Moving forward is a bit stiff, maybe because it's new. It can pop off easily at ease. The neck moves independently, so yeah, it's the same. And number two, I think is, yeah, I think we only have one different. difference as far as articulation is concerned. The design wise, let me get Shin for you. Okay. The chest, maybe it's not that obvious, but it seems like this part of the chest on the upper part is more greener than this one. This one is more yellowish. And then the chest still has the brown color scheme going on there, but not much on this guy. And I like it. They didn't totally recycled this guy. I mean, color wise, they really improvised. They really Bandai really did a good job on making sure that although they would have the same engineering as far as the body frame is concerned, they would still want to have an independent look for these two. So anyway, so on the head, aside from the compound eyes, you'll notice that Shin has this red mark here, and this guy doesn't have it. Actually, pretty much all of the Showa riders, I believe, or pretty much all the riders has this um, thing going on with the eye at the center of its eye. Now my device is having a hard time focusing. My God. Anyway, so on the belly button, doesn't have a translucent or transparent whatever plastic going on here. Just a plain belly button. See? It's so dirty. It doesn't clean it. Alright, so one more thing. As you can see on the fist, this guy has a longer. Even the fist. Very nice. Longer fingers and nails compared to Shin. Same color scheme going on from the thigh, but different from the Shin. I'm not sure if you can notice that, but yeah, there's a darker uh, fading going on there compared to what Shin has, but the feet are the same. No, they're not. See, even the toenails. Good job, Bandai. At the back, same, but this guy has a wing. So the back detail is the same except for this upper part that it has a wing. Let me focus that. See, very nice. Doesn't move, unfortunately. Hmm. I think uh, even the what they call that, the spinal cord at the back. I find it that this one has a more sharper, detailed looking. Awesome. Very awesome. Alright, so translucent plastic wing part going on there. Alright, so let's attach um, the arm here. All you need to do is pull this off or slide gently, gently. Alright, just be careful. Alright, cool. Now let's just let's replace the arms with an aggressive looking one. There. Just be careful. Once you experience like this part doesn't budge, won't budge, or even twist at all, don't try to force it because you might break um, the ball joint here because it's kind of soft. It's not that fragile though, but just to be sure if it doesn't move, what I can suggest is you dip this part, this part on a hot water for 10 seconds, then pull it right out, then try to move it using a dry cloth as well. A friend of mine taught me that. Anyway, just right here, the hands, and then the hands. Right. I love this figure a lot. Alright. So this extra forearm, I think you can use it on Kamen Rider Shin, though it's out of character. But you know, if you want to be more imaginative with your action figures, why the hell not? See there. Then let's replace the head. Well, actually, you can also use this one, then use an alternate mouth. So, like I said earlier, I'm not sure why they had to do two heads instead of one that moves. Anyway, might as well to have extra. Having an extra is way more better. So, yeah. Alright, came off. Love it. Love it. Come on. Alright. Uh-huh. Very nice. For Kamen Rider Shin, okay, let's test. You might wonder if the mouth for this guy is compatible with this figure. Let's try this one. It's not his mouth, but doesn't fit that well. It's kind of loose. It easily can be attached. As you can see here. So the peg system here is not compatible with Shin. So let's try to use Shin's aggressive looking instead of this one, the most aggressive one that he has. There, see. If we'll use Shin's original mouth, it has a solid attached. When you attach it, it has a solid feel to it. Doesn't fall off easily. Compared if you're gonna use Cyborg level 3s. Alright. I just hope it came with a S.I.C Hero Saga magazine or a manual. I'm gonna miss having those. I only have quite a few of those actually. Alright, there you go. See, there are awesome figures. Worth it. Worth every penny. Worth every noodle I have to eat for a week just to buy these figures. Just kidding. Yeah, so there you are. So for comparison purposes, let's do this. Right. Here we have a 6-inch Marvel Legends Ant-Man figure. See? And then here we have a Marvel Select Venom, Eddie Brock version of Venom. Right, he's too wide. Let's take out. See? They look freaking good together. They look good together. Like, see? Okay, hug. Oh, God. Very nice. Very nice figure. So there you have it. Super imaginative Chogokin, Kamen Rider Shin, and Cyborg Level 3 by Bandai. Thank you for watching, and check out my blog on the description below. Thank you.